We're live.
Is this week 7 or 6, Evan?
Week 7. We're going into week 7. We're live.
Week 7. What up? Let's get weird. It's week 7. Are you guys excited? Welcome to the Cashin show on YouTube. Go pound the like button, pound the subscribe button right fucking now. We got to get to 100 likes, which we pretty much have done every show. You guys have been better until my mom's calling right now. I'm going to ignore that until Brian Healy will give us plays. So make sure we get over that 100 so Healy can give us some plays. Bill, on the Wednesday show, we said we're going to get a little more debate-ish, right? And me and you are just going to fight like we do on the Discord. Everyone always says the Discord is the best because Tommy and Bill just fucking scream at each other. So being that Wednesday's a slower day, we do the show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Runs for about an hour. Monday, we got a shit ton of stuff to talk about after Sunday football, Monday night football. Friday is the flagship show of Stay Cashin', where we just go through everything from UFC to college football, baseball, basketball, hockey, and NFL. So Wednesday's a little nice. We got a Thursday night football game we'll talk about. We have some baseball bets we'll talk about. A couple things maybe we'll throw around. But this is the show, Bill, where I want me and you to just fucking go at it and discuss all the things we've been fighting about in the Discord all week.
I mean, I'm sure that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, so that should be fine. So we're obviously going to talk a lot of NBA tonight, opening day of NBA yesterday. Evan, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. Bruins game tonight. Going to kill the Flyers.
Hold on. Breaking news.
What's that?
Apparent partial remains of Brian Laundrie have been found in the Florida park.
Ooh, Nikos killed him.
Where is the ghost today?
Nikos killed
not
him.
Here.
He's in the chat.
Oh, no, he's not missing. He's not missing.
There was some talk last night of him being a potential
serial killer.
Dude.
I mean, I'm not going to say it.
Why would you not say it? Why would you censor yourself here?
I mean,
we think Nikos is a serial killer.
I don't think Nikos is a serial killer.
Let me rephrase that. And I had to say it to everyone in the chat. Obviously, we don't think Nikos is a serial killer. Okay, so let me just rephrase that. Let me just preface this. We do not think Nikos is a serial killer. We just think it's possible.
Possible, but not likely.
Right. We're no way are we saying Nikos is a serial killer. We're just saying show some tendencies, Bill.
I don't know. Remains have been found.
So tell us what the fuck. What's going on with it?
I mean, I don't know. This is early this morning. They said that they found something. They brought his parents to the park, which is very weird. If it's remains or a bones or a piece of his clothing or something, why would you bring his family there?
Oh, they have to identify the body.
They have to identify the
that's
bones.
usually done in the morgue, like not at the scene, like on the ground. I don't know. So is the guy really dead?
I think Nikos killed him. I got Nikos killed him plus 5,000.
I mean, I really wanted this to end with Dog the Bounty Hunter finding him, tackling him to the ground, cuffing him with
He's
those
out of his prime
handcuffs, but just didn't work out that way. Dog packed it up about 2 weeks ago. He got an apparent ankle injury while on the hunt.
He's on the IR now.
He's on the IR. He's done.
It was costing him a lot of money too. I don't think he realized, this is an actual real hunt, not those drug dealing women he searches for in fucking Hawaii.
The dude put up a banner on an airplane.
I mean, I think he was out of his element to start with on this thing. And I think he realized it and pulled out.
All right. Back to sports. Speaking of pulling out, let's pull out of this nonsense. Save this for the 5:30 Rupp and Racket show. And let's get into the NBA overreactions from last night. So I made some bold predictions coming into the season, as I always do. And I will always talk about the ones that I got right. And usually I'll ignore the ones I got wrong. And then Bill will bring them up. So one of the ones that I feel I'm already victory lapping right now, we're going to start off with the first one. And that is the Lakers. We'll save the Nets for a second. The Lakers are done. It is over. Their season is over. Everything is over. They may make the playoffs. They may, make a round or two, but they are never going anywhere with Russell Westbrook. As I said a month and a half ago, he is the Odell Beckham of basketball. He is the cancer of every team. This guy has played on teams with James Harden and Chris Paul and couldn't win a thing. This guy has played on teams with Kevin Durant, James Harden, Serge Ibaka, Reggie Jackson, that fucking team that they had at Oklahoma City couldn't win a fucking thing. He's played by himself and couldn't win a fucking thing. And now he goes to destroy the Lakers. You saw the first signs of it last night. Lakers are done. I will give them one out. There's one way that the Lakers can save their season with this fucking ball of AIDS on the fucking court with LeBron and AD. But I will share that after. Bill, are the Lakers done?
No.
One game in.
No.
Why?
They're not done. Do they have issues? Yes. Do they need to get younger? Yes. Do they need to make listen, I don't know. They're not done. They're going to make the playoffs. Somehow they're going to make it to the finals. I mean, we still got LeBron and AD scoring 30-something points, 10 assists.
That's bad.
AD looked just like I was saying from the beginning. He had a great preseason. You said that he was going to win possibly MVP. Mm-hmm. I think that team is going to go as far as he stays healthy. So if he stays healthy, they will make it. Yesterday, listen, I had the Warriors yesterday. I had Milwaukee and the Warriors. I was scared to bet them both because I didn't. Early season basketball, it's too hard to judge. Got absolutely fucked on the Harden thing last night. The 8.5 assists was
that cost me.
Guy had 3 in the first quarter. Not to jump off topic, but 3 in the first quarter. Then nothing. Then they sat him. I mean, the whole fourth quarter basically played like 2 minutes. We'll get to the Nets afterwards. But I don't think the Lakers are done. You did make a great call, which I don't ever like to give you credit on. You said that Westbrook should be a 6th man on that team. And then the first thing I see this morning was on Stephen A., and everybody's talking about should Westbrook be the 6th man.
Well, I do set the narratives in this industry.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good. I like it. So you basically broke that. I broke it that Ben Simmons would be back with Philly. Does he play? Who the fuck knows? But I said he would be back on the team.
We'll get to that in a minute.
2 things that we did break. I like that plan a lot, and that might be with it.
The only possible scenario.
Well, LeBron James did tell Westbrook to go home and watch a funny movie.
I mean, think about that. LeBron James, after game 1, is already telling Russell Westbrook to go home and watch a funny movie because he's worried about his mental state after one fucking game. This is going nowhere. This experiment was horrible. It is the worst thing they could have done for their team. Not to mention the fact that the only thing the Lakers needed was shooting. That's what the Lakers needed. They needed shooters, and they bring in a guy who can't fucking shoot threes at all and needs the ball. So you needed people who are passive. You needed JJ Redicks and people like that. You don't need fucking Russell Westbrooks. It's a horrible addition to the team. Everyone was drooling over it all preseason, and now they're all coming on my bandwagon after fucking 48 minutes of basketball. Russell Westbrook must be the 6th man. There is no way this works without him. They get way better if they make Russell Westbrook the 6th man. If he comes off the bench, what a dude like him, Bill, remember I had the Jaguar, right? And it was a fucking very expensive car. It was 560 horsepower. Didn't even have 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, right? So I couldn't drive it in the rain, couldn't drive it anywhere. But it went fast as fuck, okay? It was one of the fastest cars on the road, the XFR, right? That's what Russell Westbrook is. Russell Westbrook is a Jaguar XFR. He could fucking go as fast as possible, 100 miles per hour, and he's useful. But you put that in any type of conditions, and you'll crash into a pole. He can only go 100 miles an hour. So they're saying Russell Westbrook needs to fit into the Lakers. He can't fit into the Lakers. The only way he can play is by being a fucking ball hog, and he's great at it. He can play 1-on-5. He's fantastic at that. So keep AD and LeBron in. Maybe start Westbrook for 2 or 3 minutes, then take him off, bring him back in, pull AD and LeBron off the court at the same time, and let Russell Westbrook run wild for 9 minutes with the second unit each half, and then you will have a better Lakers team that will be able to compete. If they try to fit Russell Westbrook into a position where, dude, he didn't handle the ball yesterday. He didn't bring the ball up. He didn't touch it. He didn't rebound. He didn't have any assists. He was useless, and he can't shoot threes, and he's not threatening from the mid-range. He's a driver who needs the ball in his hands, so they either need to all take a back seat to Westbrook, which is a terrible move because the dude's never won anything, or they need to move him to the second unit. That's the only way they can win with him. If not, they're fucking done, and he'll be crying and screaming in about 3 weeks and probably regret his decision to go there.
Well, if LeBron is already babying him and telling him to go home and watch a funny movie, don't worry about it, it's only one game, and those stats are unlike anything we've ever seen out of Westbrook. Though that stat line was pitiful. He's really got mental issues, and LeBron is very worried about it. I don't know. LeBron was telling him he was going to be the ball carrier, the number one, the ball distributor, number one point guard, everything like that. He was not. And LeBron, I think, would have to move him into that sixth man role, which
he's not going to take that well.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. The only thing
this is going to work
is you start him, you placate him with the start, and then you take him out 3 minutes in. Like you said, that may work. He may not be smart enough right away to figure it out, but
he won't acquiesce. He's a problem.
Yeah, I don't know this experiment with him, but I don't think they need him. I think they only needed him, and what LeBron was hoping for is that he could be the filler when him and AD need off. He could play enough to beat the shitty teams, the Cavs, all those other crappy teams, and then keep them in a role where they finish maybe 4, 5, 6, maybe even 3 in the West, and then they make the playoffs and then they roll. But I think that's why LeBron got him, just to fill the role of when they need off. But AD and LeBron, that was the game that you expected out of them last night. They both played great.
Yeah, and they'll never win like that. They'll never win like that. They can't win like that.
Well, I mean, they did win like that 2 years ago. I mean,
right. And then this is an older LeBron James. They're going to break down. This is great for the first 2 weeks. That's awesome. LeBron and AD are both healthy. They're both
he's old, but is he old? He's 36.
Yes, he is. And we talked about this before. You know why he's old? And we were having this debate before.
Because of all the games he played in the playoffs?
Because he's played 5,500 minutes. And you were talking about Durant and all these other guys. They've all played 2,500 minutes. He's played twice as many minutes as everyone else, even close to his age. He's like a 41-year-old out there.
He's also twice as more in tune with his body than anyone else in the NBA.
That's great. But he's going to
dietitians. He's got cooks. He's got fucking people giving him protein. He's got injections. He's got whatever you want is the new science to build your body. He's got him and Tom Brady are on some level that we will never know about our bodies.
That's fine. And guess who's not? Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis will be hurt.
Well, I mean, you didn't even know. Like, I was shocked too. The guy's in his 20s.
Yeah, Evan, did you know Anthony Davis was 28 years old?
I had no idea. I thought he was like 30-something.
He's 28 years old.
I see it too. He's in his 20s.
He's 28. I was like, dude, he's got to be
the oldest 28-year-old I've ever seen.
I mean, that's fucking amazing to me that Anthony Davis is 28, but he'll be hurt most of the year. Westbrook will be crying. LeBron James will start fucking deteriorating, need his time off. LeBron James went right back to what he always fucking does, having a good game for 3 quarters, not getting anyone else involved when he does this, not getting anyone else involved shit where he's trying to take all the shots and carry the offense. And then in the fourth quarter, his plus minus was minus 12, and he missed 4 of the biggest 3-pointers in the game. They were down 5, he missed a 3. They were down 3, he missed a 3. They were down 5, he missed a 3, and they were down 9, and he missed a 3. So, again, LeBron can't finish, Russell Westbrook can't finish, and Anthony Davis is too passive. So you got 3 guys on that team. You still don't have a fucking closer on the whole fucking team. So I don't know what the fuck they think they're going to do, because that was a shitty-ass Warriors team. That Warriors team isn't good. It's Steph Curry and a bunch of scallywags. There's nothing on that team. They don't even have Klay Thompson back yet. When they have Klay.
Listen, I think that team is a lot better than you think it is.
That's fine, but that's not a team that should be losing. The Lakers should be losing.
I mean, listen, I had it last night. I was just scared to do it, but pull the trigger. But I don't know, man. Watch out for that team.
Yeah, I mean, listen, their starting lineup is Poole, Looney, Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Steph Curry. That's not scaring anybody in the NBA.
You don't really need to anymore. Look at a lot of these rosters. I mean,
Curry played like shit, Bill. Curry had one of his worst games that he's going to have all year, and they still beat the Lakers by 7. I mean, this team's fucked. The Lakers are fucked, dude. They're fucked. They're fucked. Now on to the Nets. I think we'll be a little quicker on this one. I think the Nets are being plus 230 to win the championship still, and the favorite is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
The Nets are fucked. Let's just be honest.
You think the Nets are dead?
That was a shit game by a shit team who needs Kyrie Irving. I don't know. The coaching is awful.
Steve Nash is terrible.
Awful. Didn't have any type of minute playing around with anyone. You have players that should be shooting threes or cutting to the basket. Harden went to the free throw line 4 times, I believe, last night. He should be at the free throw line 10 times every night, regardless of the situation. They couldn't make a shot in the first quarter, and they have no one to cover Giannis. So until you figure that out, you're not going anywhere. You're not winning a championship. You have no answer for that man. He is the bar right now in the East. So until you can beat him, or at least have someone to cover him, you can't beat them.
I mean, they added Millsap, they added LaMarcus, they have LaMarcus Aldridge back now. I mean, you guys played a total of fucking 21 minutes, and I think they had a combined 1 point.
Harden said today that not signing the extension has nothing to do with him not wanting to be there. Yeah. He wants to be a net. He wants to stay there in the future. The money will always be there. I don't believe it. I think he's gone. I think he's going to leave Durant there by himself. Durant's going to get pissed, going nowhere. That team with Durant only may be a team that doesn't even make the playoffs.
All right. I mean,
in the shitty East. So listen, they're
going to make the playoffs. They're going to be okay. I think the Kyrie situation, something's got to break on the Kyrie situation, or they're done. I do agree with that. It's something's got to break. Either New York got to put an amendment in, or he's got to get that fucking back door he thought he was going to walk through. Something needs to happen. Kyrie needs to get on the court, or else the Nets are in serious trouble. And them being plus 230 right now to win the fucking championship is it's maniacal. No. And I say this every year. I wish we could bet unders on those, right? I wish you could bet not to win the championship. I'd lay minus 400 on that and put it in every fucking parlay. I have, but so the Nets are pretty much in trouble.
They didn't even look close to even understanding last night.
Patty Mills needs to start. That's what needs to happen. Someone in the chat said Patty Mills made 7 threes. If Patty Mills didn't make 7 threes, they would have lost by 40. Yeah. And you guys know, any of you who are 4 deep subscribers, I'm the biggest Patty Mills fan in America. I love fucking guys like Patty Mills. I love Patty Mills himself. I loved the addition. Patty Mills needs to start. That offense was supposed to be Kyrie, Durant, Griffin, Harris, and Harden, right? So how do you lose Kyrie and then add in Claxton? That doesn't make sense.
Coaching, they got killed last night by coaching. I mean,
that's not what you do. You took out Kyrie and you added Claxton. You took out a fucking point guard scorer and you put in a fucking big guy center, power forward. What are we doing? Move Patty Mills into that role. He could do most of the stuff Kyrie could do at a little bit of a lower level, but he gives you that spark. He gives you that excitement. Go small. You already have Blake Griffin and Durant, who are both near 7-footers or 7-footers, playing small forward and power forward. So they basically, Blake Griffin becomes your center. That's what they need to do. I don't know what the fuck the Nets were doing last night. Maybe they figure it out. Maybe they get it right. Another thing I was going to say about the Westbrook thing, literally Houston, in order to compete with Russell Westbrook there, had to fucking sell off their bigs, because of Russell Westbrook. Teams literally with Westbrook have been selling off their big men to keep him active and viable. And the Lakers are just stocked with big men. So it's just completely the wrong offense for him. And then you have the Embiid situation, which we argued about a little bit, Bill, with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Do you think the Sixers are done?
Well, I mean, Embiid wants nothing to do with this situation. I think he's fed up. I think the whole team is fed up. It looks like that Simmons someone got in his ear and said, "What are you doing, dude? Why are you sitting at home? Go sit at practice and tell them, show up and say, come in with a different uniform, like jeans and a t-shirt, and say, hey, I'm here.
I'm here so I don't get fined.
5 minutes later, say, you know what? I'm done practicing today. And then just get kicked out of practice. I mean, somebody got in his ear and told him, go collect your fucking money, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what he did. And he disrupted the whole team. I mean, it's a sad situation. I don't think I don't know if he's going to play a minute. He's going to keep doing the same shit. And I think the whole team's fed up with it. And Embiid, you saw what he said. He's pissed. He wants nothing to do with it.
I think that's wrong. I think that's a bad move by Embiid. I think that's stupid. I think that's retarded. The only way that the Sixers win anything is if Simmons plays. Or they get something for it.
Well, I mean, the team, Tommy, the team's been the same for the past, 5 years?
They haven't changed anything. They can't win anything.
One or two 6 men or a
I mean, Tobias Harris.
Playoffs every year. They lost by a magic 3 that one year. I mean, it's the same team every year. So.
Right. And the problem is now it's the same team without your best assist man, your best drive to the basket guy, and your best fucking defender.
So what happens this year when Embiid misses 40 games?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're done. The Sixers are done. They're done. So the only way the Sixers do, and when I say done, I don't mean not going to make the playoffs. Right? I mean, the championship hopes are done. This is like the 3-4 favorites coming in with the Bucks, the Lakers, the Nets, and the Sixers, right? That's what everyone was talking about.
If you're Miami or teams like this now, you're foaming at the mouth.
Yeah.
Boston, fucking, you're looking at this like, holy shit.
Denver,
we got a chance to come out of the East.
I mean, anyone in the East is foaming, and anyone in the West last night is excited too.
The Knicks are like, holy shit, we could be like number 3, 2 in this fucking shitty division.
Yeah, it's bad. And the problem is that Sixers fan, Joel Embiid needs to fucking man up and stop being a little bitch, because everyone forgets that he's a little fucking bitch too. And people think he's a fucking leader. He's not a fucking leader. He's a cunt. He's a little crybaby diva bitch. And he's done this his whole career. He's a choke artist at the end of games. He misses games. He sits out because he's fucking tired. He does all that shit. Now he wants to come up and take a stand. He's not even talking to Ben Simmons, Bill. They haven't even spoke yet. Like, guess what, Joel? Without Ben Simmons, you lose. You go nowhere because you're not going to be there for 40 games this year.
I think he knows that already. And
He hates him so much that he's not going to be able to do what Shaq and Kobe did, where they fucking hated each other, but they said, listen, we need to go win a chip together. What Embiid needs to do right now, whether Simmons is right or wrong, they didn't get anything for him. What Simmons needs to do, what Embiid needs to do, go wrap his arm around Simmons, say, bro, let's sit down and have a talk. Bill, me and you have done it 5 times in the last year, just in our company alone. When we start to get like this, it's like, let's sit down, let's have a talk, let's air this shit out, and let's move forward again because we have a team to worry about. Well, and that's what Embiid needs to do.
Right, because if I'm them, I'm saying, guys, I'm saying, man, let's get together. Look at the East. We could fucking win this.
Yeah.
We have a chance.
Out of the Bucks. Yeah.
We have a chance, as long as we can figure out if our main guy stays healthy, they could go. They all you have to do is get there to challenge the.
It's them versus the Bucks. Right.
Yes, challenge here. All you have to do, guys, is make it and we'll go from there. But they haven't. So many teams now are so wide open with the Nets being shit. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting. I know you hate the NBA, but there's so many fun stories that are.
Well, there's storylines with COVID, and I like betting the props. I hate the game itself.
Those games last night were unwatchable.
I hate dude. You cannot watch an NBA game.
We had props in that, and you're like, "How did I miss a Joe Harris 3?" I'm like, "Tommy, I don't know. I
didn't even see. Yeah, my
5 TVs on, and I wasn't even watching that one hardly. I mean, and I had a shitload of money on it.
Yeah, I had a ton of money. My biggest bet, my favorite prop of the night was the Joe Harris over 2.5 threes, and I missed one of them. And it's my favorite team. I'm a Nets fan. Listen, and I missed one of them because I just got bored watching the fucking
NBA game. Product is not good right now.
I've been saying it for 5 years. It's fucking horrible. Take money, fantasy, and gambling out of it, and take your favorite team out of it, and go watch that Lakers Golden State last night, which has more.
Do we need 82 games?
It's fucking horrible. It's such a horble fucking product.
They're not going to play until the last 20, right?
Yeah. No one cares.
Let's cut it to 40. Let them get the 10 first warm-up games in. Get the 10 injury games over, get through the All-Star break, and then there's the final 20 games. Let's play. Let's go to the playoffs.
They'll never do it because of money. That's the problem with these.
I know, but it sucks.
They'll never do it because of money, and that's the problem with these leagues. They change everything that should be done to make the sport better based on money and finances. That's the only thing they fucking do. Evan, you got a take on any of the stuff we just talked about there?
Evan doesn't look like a huge NBA fan to me.
Not a big NBA fan, but I've never been a fan of Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I don't like Ben Simmons either.
But if Ben Simmons was smart, he would gather his team together and say, guys, this is a year. I will be there in the playoffs to stop Giannis. ride my back.
But the thing is, with this situation, he's kind of fucking his team. And, like, what other team would want this guy on his team, say he did get traded anywhere?
Yeah. I mean, well, that's the thing. That's why Embiid is making it worse. Because what they need to do, if I'm Doc Rivers, I need to grab Embiid and be like, Joel, come here. You're the franchise. You're the future. Okay? We love you. But we got to get rid of this motherfucker, right? We all agree we want to get rid of this motherfucker. The more you badmouth him and make him look like the worst teammate ever, and the more he walks out of practices, and the more this shit goes on, the lower his trade value goes, and the more other teams know they have us by the balls. So go in there. Let's make like you and Ben are great now and make him think you're great. And let's get him on the court. Let's get him playing and producing. Let's get everyone to remember how good he is outside of the playoffs, because he was one of the top players in the entire NBA. He was an all-star. Like, he does everything elite. Everything he does is elite except for his shooting. But everything. He's an elite defender. He's an elite passer. He's an elite ball handler. He's an elite driver to the lane. He just can't fucking shoot. Let's get them to remember that he's good at shit. And then 20 games in, once everything looks fine, let's ship this motherfucker off.
And I would tell my team, I'd get them fired up, and I'd say, listen, I know I haven't been healthy. I know I haven't played a lot in a regular season. Stay on my back. If I stay healthy, my one goal is to stop Giannis when we get to the playoffs, and I will deliver you a championship. I guarantee I'm going to stop him. That's it. That's all I need to do. So
yeah, and then they got a lot bigger things.
Giannis is going to be getting another ring this time next year.
Yep. It looks like he's going to right now. I mean, the Milwaukee to win the East looks like a fucking really good bet right now. Bring me Brian Healy.
Well, okay, let's bring on Healy, and then I want everyone to know why you're going to take that hat off and you're going to burn it.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, shit.
Healy!
What's up, guys?
Healy, have you been listening?
I have.
All right. So as our resident NBA guru, what do you think of
Wait, can you believe how much I got fucked on that Harden prop yesterday?
I mean, yeah, that does suck. That fourth quarter rotation was bullshit. But that's what I mean. A lot of subs were hitting me in Discord like, yeah, where's your plays? Where's your plays? This first week or two of NBA is it's always a little funny with rotations and shit like that. That's why I tried to play a little bit lighter.
Well, I mean, how about the Nets score in the first quarter? I mean, that would help too.
Yeah, I mean but that's part of the game. That just happens. The Harden not playing the whole entire fourth quarter, basically, while Kevin Durant, who's the one who's missed the most time over the last fucking 3 years, is out there playing.
The only starter who wasn't in.
Every starter's out there except the guy who could fucking shoot threes to get you back in it and distribute the balls to get you back in it. Like, Healy, it made no fucking sense why Harden's the guy who's out.
No, I mean, even down 14 with 4 minutes left, like
6 minutes, 6.5.
No,
last night.
I get that, but even with 4 minutes left, like the coach to throw in the towel, like I don't know, it's the NBA. Like you can go on a 10-0 run in 2 minutes. Like
look at the Laker game. They were up, and then in 2 minutes later, they're down 10. Next thing you know, it's tied. Then they're down 10 again. I mean,
it's that easy. And I was really surprised that he just threw the towel in essentially.
Dude, that's 3 threes to get you in a really close game. If you're down 14 and you get 2 stop, 3 stop, 3 stop, 3, right? Right there, it's a 5-point game with 2.5 minutes left. You're fucking golden. Like you could. I mean, you're right there.
Yeah, I was surprised and really disappointed. Just it's the NBA. It's not a great product to begin with.
Yeah, it's really not. And Steve Nash is really not very good, and he does that a lot. And listen, if he pulled all his starters, I may have been a little less frustrated about it. But when I lost a plus 800 prop parlay because of Harden needing 1 more assist, that was pretty tilting. It was really tilting to see that. So Haley, I want to talk about talking about Steve Nash and how he is complete batshit crazy and absolute basura, just complete garbage for my Nets. I may be turning in my pinstripes. I'm not going to make an official decision on this show. I need to think about this. I need to put some thought into it. I said if the Yankees re-signed Aaron Boone, I'm done. And I'm going to take a year off from the Yankees.
And I told you.
And you did call it, Bill. I mean,
listen, I don't want to hear from you fucking Yankee fans. I'm a Yankee fan, as you can fucking see, except for my coup stuff. But I'm a Yankee fan. I'm one of the biggest Yankee fans. I've been to 1,000,000 games. I don't go as much anymore because I've already been through all that. I've been to the World Series, the playoffs, and everything. Shut the fuck up. We made it to the playoffs. We're fucking a good team. We're there. What do you guys want? What the fuck do you want? We made the playoffs. Be happy.
You're a
Stop
loser.
fucking crying.
You're a fucking loser.
Oh, it's World Series or die. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're the fucking Yankees. That's why. Because we're the fucking Yankees.
All right, who are we getting,
Why?
Tommy? Who are we getting to make the World Series? What does that have to do with Boone?
Bill,
Look at the starting pitchers who are available. There's no one.
Bill is the biggest hypocrite in the history of hypocrites, being that when I'm talking about how much Aaron Boone sucks and Aaron Boone costs him money, he's like, he's the worst coach ever. And then when they re-sign him, he's like, it's not Aaron Boone's fault. You're a flip-flopper. Let me take the stand here because I either take a stand or sit the fuck down.
No, I don't want to hear you this year. No, make it.
You want
straight.
Aaron Boone?
If you're going to be a Yankee fan, be a Yankee fan, but I don't want to hear about Boone.
No, you're going to hear about Boone all the time, regardless of whether I'm a Yankee fan or not, because I am done. This is the worst decision. I said it 4 games into his tenure when he pitched around Donaldson to pitch to Smoke because of BVP, not even realizing that Donaldson had a bad shoulder and Smoke came up and smoked one off the fucking wall. And that was the moment, like 5 games into his tenure, where I went, this guy's a dumb fuck and we need to get him the fuck out.
All right,
And
well, what do you do if you're a Braves fan or you're a Boston fan or you're an Astros fan? We just saw the games last night and the night before where they're all shit. The pitchers are coming in. They're same mistakes are being made. They're bringing in guys who shouldn't be pitching. Boston brought their next game starter in for 20-something pitches. He blew it. Why? What are they doing?
I have no idea.
Who do you want? All the teams are making the same
I want
mistake.
change. I want him out. We will never win anything with him. He makes horrible decisions. He changes the lineup every fucking day. If you want to say it's the front office giving him the lineup, then they don't trust him enough to make that decision. He needs to be out. His best friend was Phil Nevin, the third base coach who he brought on. I've never seen a whole entire fan base call for the head of a third base coach. That's how bad you have to be at sending runners, that the whole year we hated Phil Nevin more than anyone on the fucking
Steinbrenner
team.
died. His kids are not him.
They're
That's
garbage.
how it goes. They're not him.
Dude, not only did they sign him to 1 year, they signed him to 3 years, Healy. Aaron Boone is now with the Yankees for the next 3 years.
So I will say, so I know you guys were talking 76ers. I have this conversation a lot with my local friends here. They do nothing to get better except make the playoffs. I mean, the Yankees at least made moves. I mean, they signed some people in an attempt to get better. It didn't work out, but at least they made a move, in my opinion. Whether that's worthy of you turning in your pinstripes, that's your decision.
So it's not the Yankees. I don't have a problem as much with Cashman. I don't even have a problem as much with the Steinbrenners. It is 100% Aaron Boone.
Oh, you don't have a problem. So who made this team, Tom? Let's go back in time.
Bill, this team is
You forget.
fantastic. This team is fantastic. This team is fantastic. You're a fucking idiot.
Gene
This team
Michael
is
made this
fantastic.
team. Made the
This
team
team
in the
is-
90s. Cashman took all the credit.
Yeah, this isn't the same guys, dude. Bill, those guys are all in fucking broadcasting right now. This team is fantastic. Dude, you run a lineup out with LeMahieu and fucking Judge and Gleyber Torres and Rizzo and fucking Gallo hit 40 home runs and fucking just run down the lineup. This lineup is fucking stacked. The pitching rotation is fine. The bullpen is elite. The team sucks. You get rid of the manager. They got Joey Gallo batting in the 4-hole in an elimination game after he's fucking 1 for $1 million. They played 146 different lineups in 163 games. We had Rizzo leading off. We had Rizzo leading off a play-in game when he hasn't led off in a month and a half. They're fucking everything they do.
If
is
you're
fucking
wearing
wrong.
a Boston hat right now, you're saying the same fucking shit. We won the same.
Yes, Cora's dog
games.
shit too.
We won the same amount of games. They started the same. They started a guy. Actually, we started the same guy batting 1. They put Schwarber 1. We put Rizzo 1. So what?
Listen,
the fuck
if
is
I'm a
the
Boston
difference?
fan,
We're doing the same shit, but they just got hot and we didn't. Right?
If I'm a Boston fan, I want Cora out too, Healy. I mean, that decision to bring Eovaldi in last night in that spot up 2-1 in a series when he's got a pitch in a few days is the dumbest thing I've ever fucking seen.
No, I completely agree. It wasn't an elimination game. Like you're jeopardizing like your series.
You're winning the series. You're up 2-1.
I mean, again, 7-game series. I understand it's a big game. You want to keep the momentum, but you're going to jeopardize the series by putting him in there. I thought that was a bad move as well.
And then he's like, well, my Evaldi blew it, so let me just bring in some clown who
Martin Perez, yeah.
And just give up the game.
Yeah, I mean, like you literally went from do or die mode with the Evaldi, which didn't need to be there. Everyone's like, oh, it's his throw day. There's a big fucking difference between a throw day in a bullpen and 24 pitches in a fucking ALCS.
And he's going, ugh!
Yeah, trust me. That's a whole different environment and a whole different mentality heading into his next start, going in with a negative mindset now into his next start. But the bottom line is then you bring in, it's 3-2. You could still get out of it and still fucking tie the game in the bottom. And they bring in Martin Perez. That was like the fucking Rays bringing in Waka in that series, Healy.
And then I cashed, and I'm sorry, Healy, then I cashed my prop. 9+ runs again. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, couldn't believe that. I think, for everyone's props, when as soon as Martin Perez came walking out, it was a blessing from above. Like that guy, he stinks. Just like that, the Michael Wacha. There's a reason he was a starter and got put into the bullpen, and he's not starting in the playoffs. Like
I couldn't even believe Martin Perez was still on the roster. I didn't know he was on the playoff roster. I'm like, how is he even there? I didn't even know he was fucking there.
You know what else I don't want you guys to do? I don't want you guys, Yankee fans, to say, well, Tampa Bay. Because I've honestly just thought about this yesterday on Rupp and Rackets. Tampa Bay has some type of magical stone or something. I don't know if it's like the kissing
They're
blood
cheating too. They're cheating.
I don't know if it's they sold their devil to demons or witchcraft or something.
Devil to demons.
But look at that fucking pitching staff.
Did you ever sell your devil to a demon, Healy?
Who are the guys who fucking started those games? Name me their starters who pitched in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, no, horrible.
So nobody can be them because they just I don't know if they have they sold their soul to the devil. I don't know. There's demons in their locker room. Because that team shouldn't fucking win 100 games every year.
It is pretty fucking amazing how the Rays consist. But you know what it is, Healy, what the Rays do, and then we'll get to the Thursday night football game now. What the Rays do is they just fucking play fundamental baseball. They do the fundamental things. They hit against the shift with 2 strikes and fucking, they pitch well enough. They limit the innings on their guys so that they don't get taxed by the end of the year, like Ottavino and fucking a lot of the other guys we see on these other teams where they're shot, by the end of the year. And they basically have a balanced lineup of lefties and righties. So they don't just have a righty heavy lineup. There's a lot of lefties in their lineup, and they play great defense. That's really all you need to do nowadays to win in baseball. Just play good defense, be fundamental, and pitch fine, and then hit some home runs, and you win.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they go with the opener quite a bit, or the long reliever, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. And they're sitting guys on a nightly basis to start games with, like Austin Meadows, for example. Like if they're facing a lefty, he doesn't play. Like he pinch hits when the reliever comes in, and they have a whole system in place. It's kind of reminds me of like what the Giants did this year, like just a very solid team, but not super flashy.
Yeah.
I don't believe in this shit, but I think their pitchers, they're, bringing in a lot of pitchers in and out. I think that every guy they brought in had to sell their firstborn to the demons. So now that they're running out, they ran out of sacrifices in the playoffs. That's why they lost.
Bill, wrong Tommy show. What
yeah.
They ran out of sacrifices. I'm telling you, some shit is going on in that locker room. I don't know what it is. Hold on. Something's going on over there. Something's going on.
Bill,
I feel like we're gonna get.
What else can it be? Look at the starters in the playoffs.
Bill's caught. Come to the dark side.
We buy a $400 million pitcher who said the night before he was going into the biggest game with the Yankees that, guys, I can only control my pitches. I can't control the bats. Whatever the bats do, I can't control. What are you talking about? We just paid you $400 million.
Come to me.
Are you turning in your pinstripes too, Bill?
No. Yankees, no. Yankee fan. I just want to hear about Boone, and I don't want to hear about Tampa.
You're going to hear a lot more about it. You're going to hear a lot more about it.
Tampa, there's demons, and Boone is Boone.
Oh, I love this. Bill is coming to the dark side. So let's get to the Thursday night football preview. Then we'll go do the MLB bets just because that's the order it's in, even though it would have made more sense if I told Evan to flip it. That's my fault. Let's go to Thursday night football bets here, and then we'll circle back to the baseball. We got a barn burner coming up here, Healy. Are you excited for this Thursday night football game? I mean, Bill, I don't know if we've been more excited about a Thursday night football extravaganza, explosive, star-studded game than we're going to see this week.
We got Hunt. We got Mayfield. We got everybody.
Chubb, Hunt,
wait.
Chubb, Mayfield,
Wait.
Jerry Judy.
Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, Landry. We got them all.
They're not there, though.
Yeah, no one's playing.
Wait.
Oh.
No one's playing.
Fucking Case
So-
Keenum.
Yeah, so we are now looking at, Healy, Denver at Cleveland. I think by game time, the total on this may be 9. May go to single digits. We're looking at Baker Mayfield out, Nick Chubb out, Kareem Hunt on IR, Jerry Judy on IR, Jarvis Landry on IR. Njoku is questionable. Odell Beckham is questionable. Noah Fant is questionable. And Teddy Bridgewater is also questionable, leaving possibly a Drew Lock, Case Keenum attack with the running backs being a bunch of guys you're picking up on waivers this week by the names of Felton and Dearness Johnson handling the workload for the Cleveland Browns. And outside of Cortland Sutton, Healy, probably looking at Patrick and then Peoples-Jones and Higgins will come back into play. Maybe not Nick Hinton, Kay Hinton, and Saubert and Boone. Who are these people, Healy? And what are we doing Thursday night?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about these guys either. And, from a prop perspective, they don't even really have anything up for the Browns right now.
How can you?
Nothing.
Yeah, I was kind of scouring, and it's pretty limited as far as what's out there. And to be honest, there might not be much posted just because they can't put a number on some of these guys, that they're not familiar with. So we might not even get Browns receiving props. I think they have a rushing prop up there for Johnson, but there's going to be a lot of punts and field goals in this game, I'd imagine. But you touched on Cortland Sutton. He's the guy that I'm looking at. If we can get Teddy Bridgewater confirmed in, which I believe he will play, I like Cortland Sutton over 67.5 receiving yards in this one. Outside of the real shitty game against the Bears, the Browns have given up over 70 yards to number one receivers in every single game. We know Sutton has had several big games this season. The pass rush for the Browns can't get home. They give up a lot of really big plays, and that's kind of what Sutton has given the Broncos this year. So they have a pretty solid O-line. I think he can smash the number in this one again. I do want to confirm that Bridgewater's in before I play it, or I'll kind of scale into it because I do think the number will go up if we get confirmation.
Yeah. I mean, I know where I'm going with this, but Bill?
I mean, under 1.5, shortest touchdown.
Will there be a touchdown, Bill?
I mean, I'm hoping. I mean, like Keely said, live betting, punt. I mean, every time. I mean, might be to play. I don't know. I mean, these guys, I don't know. There's nobody on the Browns, and the rest of the stuff is – I've never seen such a lowly prop sheet.
I mean, I think you can make a case that Case Keenum's better than Baker Mayfield, though.
I was about to go.
Having props for their receivers, so I think there could be plays there, but until we see them, I think Keenum is an upgrade as far as like moving the ball, checking down, being accurate, etc.
And
Yeah,
and like
so-
you said, Tommy, Denver, I think they're pretenders. So
It's listen, one of the big things for me is it's going to have to sort out. I don't like doing too much prop analysis until I know where I'm at. It's not laziness that I do them on Saturday night or Sunday morning. It's that I have extreme biases, and I'm, like I always say starting yesterday, my new statement, take a stand or sit the fuck down. That's my whole thing. Either shut the fuck up or take a strong stand. And that's how I live my life, Bill. That's how you live yours. Healy, I know you do it in DFS all the time. Fucking, you're going to go all in a guy and that's it. Lock button. Here it is. Let's go get it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And that's the way I live. So I don't want to start to get opinions formulated on something without all the data, because I know my biases will then leak into the new information that comes up tomorrow. And it'll be tough. I'll have to unwind shit that I've been thinking about for the last day or two. I will tell you this. Peoples-Jones played 80% of the snaps last game. He ran 25 routes, which is the second most he ran all year. 5 targets, 101 yards, had a good game, 2 touchdowns, looks really good. I know one of those was completely fluky on a bomb. So I'm not looking at the yardage. I'm looking at the routes run. He's running 25 routes a game. If we're going to see some people missing from the Cleveland side of the ball, I think they're going to lower his prop substantially to what it would have been if Mayfield was in. Assuming with Mayfield, let's say hypothetically, we're looking at a Cleveland team that's, obviously without Chubb and without Hunt, which is going to increase some passing volume to the tight ends and receivers because those guys eat up, a lot of volume out of the backfield. But if you get Odell not playing, or even with Odell in, Peoples-Jones may have been at like 48. I don't know, with Mayfield, maybe it comes down to 34 with Case Keenum or something. And I'm all in on that because I'm with Healy. I think Baker Mayfield's a fucking garbage can. So I think Keenum may be better. So that's probably one place I'm going to look for. I'm going to look for Peoples-Jones on the Cleveland side of the ball. I'm going to look for Cortland Sutton on the Denver side of the ball. That's a play you can get in now. I'm with you there, Healy. I like all his props for this game. But realistically, this is an easy one for me. I love these fucking 13-point same-game teasers. Hit it again on Monday night. That moves it to 14-5 on island games. That's a big number, guys. 14-5. You're looking at fucking 75% almost hit rate on these things on island games. And my favorite ones are always when it is a low scoring game where you don't have the danger of hitting 70, the upper echelon of that range.
We had to sweat the other night.
We had to sweat it in the Bills game, right? We weren't sweating. We were sweating that 70. So not to mention the higher scoring, the more you get away from the Vegas line. You can do these on FanDuel, me and Bill found out, whether they just started it or whatever. But I mean, I could sit here on a 2-point line. I want to get in on this right now. I can go get the Browns plus 11, the Broncos plus 15, over 27.5, and under fucking 53.5. I'm all in on that. I think this game ends 2017, 24-20, maybe 17 fucking 13. That would be my only fear, that it may not hit the fucking lower echelon, lower threshold there. This game has a 2-point spread, low scoring. Fucking this game has 13-point teaser written all over it. Just fucking double max that, stamp it. That wins. 13-point same game teaser. Tommy G special. Bam. Cleveland, Denver. That's a winner.
That lower number scares me.
Can't believe you're giving out juice teasers minus 120 and shit like that. Come on. Be better.
You want to know what's crazy, Ely? The 13-point teasers plus money on FanDuel. How crazy is that?
I don't know. Only complaint I've heard people say is that they're too juiced in the past, but plus money.
Yeah. That's what's great about them. They're fucking, those people are retarded. And So, and I love juice. I love all kinds of juice. Doesn't matter. I'll lay 180. I'll take plus 500. I don't care. Just want wins. I'm looking for fucking dubs, brah. Whatever the juice is. Give me plus 5. Give me minus 500. I want winners. That's what I want. Let's get to this game. We'll talk more about it at 4deepbets.com. Go to 4deepbets.com. New promo, end of the year. DFS promo, $137 for the end of the year. That's like $11 a week to get all the DFS content. Brian Healy will probably win $100,000 again in the next week because he wins it every 3 weeks. And we're coming up on the 3-week mark for him to hit again for 6 figures. We have an amazing staff, an amazing product, and then $197 for the rest of the year for betting. Get in there on that. These promos are live right now. You're getting the rest of October free. So go get it right now. Every day you wait is a day you waste. So let's go to MLB real quick. Playoff bets. Healy, 5 p.m. We got a game. Thank God. I love the 5 p.m. afternoon games to get our day popping. What are you liking in this Astros-Red Sox game?
I mean, this is the same matchup we saw earlier in the series with Sale and Valdez going. And, the books never adjusted as far as the player props go. And I'm kind of going back to one I played last week, and it's Hunter Renfroe. Over a half RBI, you're getting at plus 175. Again, this is a game I expect both teams to score runs. Hopefully Sale can last a little bit longer than 2 1/3 innings this time. But Renfroe over a half of RBI.
I caught that.
He, as I mentioned on the previous show, I think when I gave this play out, Valdez, he relies on the ground ball. He generates a ground ball at 75% rate with his sinker, which he throws a little over 50% of the time to right-handed bats. Problem is Renfroe doesn't really hit ground balls versus left-handed sinkers. Only a 19% ground ball rate. And when ground ball pitchers can't keep the ball on the ground, they get in a lot of trouble. Renfroe 475 xWOBA, 417 ISO against the pitch. So I really like his chances to drive in some runs here tonight. So that's my MLB prop of the night.
Bill, what's his X hamster, Bill?
The X-Fib, X-Hamster, the SWOBA, the ML10, and the 999er. They're all juiced to the high limit side. So, watch out for a lot of runs in this game because, X-Hamsters and the ML TTS. Are all pointing high on this game tonight, guys. So, should be a lot of runs.
Haley, Bill co-signed you.
I appreciate the cosign there. Yeah, and I, as I mentioned, I've already put up, I think, 6 plays on this game in the Discord. So a lot of other ones I like as well.
Okay. Yeah, we'll save those for the site, 4deepbets.com. I saw someone saying on my Twitter feed when I posted the plus 1,900 winner, Tommy G fucking afternoon bonanza, said we were going to hit a few of these this week, and we are popping them. Plus 1,900. I said plus 1,000. We're getting an extra 900 on that. But that was Seager total bases, Freeman total bases, Jock total bases, and Betts total bases parlay plus 1985. So someone on what is that? Who's that calling me? Someone on Twitter actually tweeted me, said this wasn't on Stay Cashin. You're right. You get some free bets on here, but you don't get them all. The plus 2,000s, we save those for the fucking site. So get over there onto the site if you want to get the good stuff. Healy, you got to play on the other game tonight?
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, it was inevitable. I know we were talking before the Braves-Dodgers game yesterday, and you and I, no hesitation, right back to Freddie Freeman, just a professional hitter, and then Bill just couldn't pull the trigger. Just couldn't pull the trigger first at bat. Just ropes one right in the gap.
3 hits.
Fantastic.
Bill's like, he struck out 7 times in a row. How am I going to play him?
I did say take Altuve.
You did. You had Altuve. And by the way, me and Healy won our bets from the Monday show. We had the Bregman and Kike, and you had Kike and someone else. We hit the hit parlays too from the Monday show that we gave out too. So continue on, Healy. Dodgers Braves.
Yeah, with this one, I think we're going to see a little bit of a momentum shifter here with that Dodgers comeback win last night. A young pitcher for the Braves, does get a little erratic at times. For me, it's Corey Seager, total bases. He's been, obviously seeing the ball very well. Is a heavy slider guy, like 50% sliders, and Seager's pretty much the best slider hitter. I'd say him and Bellinger and even Will Smith, but Seager for me, total bases hitting there near the top of the order. Over 1.5 bases would be my play from this game.
Yeah, I love that. I'm going to have a piece of that too with what I'm about to say for my 2 games. But what are you looking at for the Red Sox, Astros, and then the Braves, Dodgers?
A lot of runs on that first game. I'm going to come up with some hit parlays. Nothing as of yet, just a lot of runs. So if you want to take the 9+ on each side again, they've been hitting.
You want me to give you a bet for you, Bill? You want me to give you your bet that you're going to fucking end up running into that you're going to bet that I'm going to tell you right now?
I'll hear it. Come on.
All right, I'll make your bet for you. How about both teams to score 1 run in the first 3 innings?
I didn't do that yet. I actually forgot because
that's why I'm giving it to you now to give out to the people.
Well, trying to get your bets in on your great picks on the Dana White Contender Series that I missed out.
Tommy Knuckles.
Listen, you're good. I got to give you credit on that shit.
Listen, I'm like 7-2 in Dana White Contender Series. I think 6-0 on sides.
It's actually been great because, like you said, they got to finish the guy.
Yeah, they're fighting to finish, right?
They're minus 900. They're not going to just all right, I got the win. Let me just leave them off. No, they got to finish to get the contract. So,
we don't miss an opportunity to bet here.
Great call. Love it. The other game, the Dodgers Braves. The Dodgers, I think the guy who batted 120 all season saved their season. Bellinger saved them in the St. Louis series, their 1-game series, saved them against the Giants, and he saved them again last night. I think this totally turns around. We saw last night, we were like, why is it 240? We're going to jump on the Braves. No, I'm all in Dodgers today. The Braves are going with that. Their bullpen, I guess. I
got you, Noah.
After the 5th inning, what's going to happen? They got nobody. So I think they just get attacked, and the Dodgers just pounding runs all day. from the 4th or 5th inning on. And it just becomes, I think the series is over.
All right, so let me give you the Bill Rupp parlay of the day since you won't do it. It is Coastal Carolina money line and the Dodgers.
Well, no. So I did Coastal. Actually, if you want my bet that I put in the chat, I did Bayern Munich soccer parlayed with Coastal Carolina. So you were wrong.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm right there. I'm right on it with what
Coastal Carolina that tonight. Oh my God.
Coastal Carolina is going to.
What is going on? What's going on with that line?
Me and Bill have no idea why that line.
Do we not know something? Did someone slip something by us? Is it the whole team out?
How that
we all
line
have COVID? I mean, what happened?
Appalachian State just lost to fucking Louisiana by fucking 30 on national.
So the only thing I can think of in that game is that Coastal Carolina hasn't beat Appalachian State at home in a long time.
Well, I mean, it hasn't been as good in a long time.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
No, it's.
I'm
listen,
definitely going to have Coastal Carolina in every one of my parlays.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Coastal Carolina fucking everywhere today.
I'm
gonna eat the trap.
Bayern Munich starting right now, so get that in too.
All right,
put it in with a parlay. Coastal Carolina, everything else parlay. Jacques Tober hit parlay. Everybody on the Dodgers parlay. Everybody in that Boston game.
Just parlay everybody, guys. Yeah, everybody with Coastal Carolina.
I mean, what did I say last night? Altuve.
We gotta get going. We got 2 things to cover, and we got like 5 minutes.
Altuve, Brantley, Bregman hit parlay last night. I said do it. You laughed at me. It hit.
We got to get going. We got to get going.
I'm done.
All right. So I'm gonna give you I'll make it easy for the. I'm gonna have a ton of bets on this 5 o'clock game. That's why we got to get going. I got to get to the subscribers in the Discord. But for the 5 o'clock game, I'm basically going to give you a combo bet. Which will be the same type of bet for both games. This one is really fucking easy for me. In the first game, it's going to be Kike Hernandez to get a hit. He's gotten a hit basically every single game. Even last night when he fucking sucked, he still ended up getting a hit. So we're going to go Kike to get a hit, and we're going to go Bregman to get a hit. This is pretty simple one for me. This is the same thing I did last time they played Sell, where it smashed. You probably lay 140 on it. Don't give a shit. Love that play. I think this game goes over. I'll have some other plays for this. We hit run in the first inning. We hit both teams score 1 run in the first 3 innings last night. I'll have some other shit like that for this game tonight for the subscribers. And then for the night game here, I think I'm right there with Healy. I think Corey Seager is just a fucking elite play right now. I think this is really just a phenomenal play in this game. I'm going to have tons of Corey Seager props and activity. And I'm probably going to fire it back on the other side. Probably just do his total bases. I'm with Healy. Same bet. I mean, there's nowhere to go. Why pair it? It's just everything this guy's hitting is to the wall. So just take the total bases. We're probably plus money on that, right, Healy? It's probably plus 110.
Plus 120.
Yeah, I mean, just fucking take the Seager total bases. So I'm with Healy there. And then we'll have other prop parlays. I'll have another plus 2,000 parlay for that game. Coastal Carolina all in. Healy, did you want to get involved in the trans athlete debate real quick before you get off, or did you want to get off? What did you want? I don't know what you want to talk about.
Well, I can just drop you a quick NBA prop.
Okay.
I do have a couple posted. One that I played first thing this morning. Apparently the props dropped overnight, and some inefficient ones. LaMelo Ball, his assist prop opened at 5.5 at a lot of sites. I caught it this morning. It was minus 150 at 5.5 assists. I played it there. We got it posted. A couple guys got it in. It moved pretty quick. It went to 6.5. I said hit it again for a little bit less at plus 120. I believe it's now sitting at 6.5, minus 160. So it's moved throughout the day all the way. So if you can find it at 5.5, really strong play. He's facing off with Indiana. Indiana is pretty much the same team as they were last year. So I'm expecting a lot of the same rotations, same tendencies. They gave up the second most assists per game in the league at around 27. And we know LaMelo is going to be the guy with the ball in his hands facilitating that offense. So I like him at 5.5. If you can't find it at 5.5, I'd still play it at 6.5.
Okay. Did you have another one, or you want to save the rest?
No, I'll save the rest. There's 2 others on the site that I was on this morning, and I'll continue to post them as I come across any others.
All right. Awesome.
Grizzlies tonight.
Billy, not on the Knicks?
I love the Knicks.
Ah, Knicks at home against Boston. I thought that had Bill Rupp written all fucking over it.
Revenge game.
Oh, God.
One of our Knicks players, maybe they could figure it out. I'm not going to tell you who, but I think he scores over his prop tonight. Let's go.
All right, Healy. Thank you for joining, my friend. And let's keep smashing, brother.
All right, we'll talk later tonight.
All right, later, bro. So, Bill, any other NBA bets that you wanted to share? No.
No. Got to join 4dbets.com.
All right, get over to 4D for that. I don't have any NBA props yet. I'm really focused on the baseball game at 5:00. I'll look into some and maybe drop you another Joe Harris dime like I did last night. But I'll be on that. I'll probably have a prop for the later game because I'm going to be in full baseball mode. I'll probably have a prop for this Denver Suns game. I think I'm going to do a little same game parlay on that banger right there, 223 total, or Sacramento, Portland. Maybe get some Dame time going in a little same game parlay there. So let's get to this trans debate, and then we have a quick announcement, and then we're going to get out of Dodge here. So we're going to get this done quick, Bill. Trans athletes, you brought this to my attention today, Bill. There is a law going through in Texas right now stating that transgender athletes must play the sport of their birth gender. You cannot go and play a sport outside of the sport that you were born for, which I think makes total sense. I think it's completely fair. I don't know how this is even a discussion. And there's fucking pickets and probably going to be riots. You ended up finding out that Dallas has one of the biggest transgender communities in the country, or Texas, which is shocking to me. How does Texas have, they seem like the most like redneck Christian state in the world.
I don't live there, but I'm picturing beer cans and pickup trucks.
You take that dress off right now, boy.
I mean, I guess
you gonna taste the barrel of this shotgun, boy.
Listen, by no means.
Get your finger out of that boy's ass.
You want to do whatever you want. If you're a man and you want to wear a dress, go
I'm a man. I'm for it.
I don't give a fuck what you do, but you cannot dress up as a woman and then play against women if you're a man.
I mean listen. I have no idea how anyone has a problem with this. If you have
Texas is cowboy hats, Budweiser, and pickup trucks, but I guess it's pink purses, high noons, and convertibles.
Nothing
I don't know.
wrong with high noon.
Yeah, I mean, you drink high noon.
I love high noons too. I shouldn't have said high noon. I couldn't think of any girl.
He does a fridge full of high noons.
What's girly? I don't know.
I'm fucking cosmopolitan. Apple teeny.
What is Ghost drink? Apple martini.
Yeah. What is girly? What anything Ghost drinks? But yeah, this is fucking ridiculous. That they're fucking literally causing a scene because parents don't want their fucking girls. It's not protecting the boys. No one gives a shit. I have no problem with girls playing boys sports. We had a couple girls that played guys sports because they were so much better than the girls in high school. Jess Mahaffey was better than half the guys. You know, and one of my best friends, she was phenomenal. She played with the boys. Great. Totally fine.
Scoring touchdowns on TV.
You can't have boys playing with girls.
You can't.
It doesn't matter what you want. What's that?
You can play up, but you can't play down.
Yeah, you can. There's physical differences. It's not a matter of being sexist. It's a matter of getting hurt. If I fight Bill, who's about my size, maybe an inch or so taller than me, Bill's around 6 foot. I'm probably 5'11". You know, maybe Bill's 6'1". We're probably similar. I'm 182, Bill, 184. What do you weigh?
215.
Okay, so even in that situation, I'm an inch or two shorter and 30 pounds shorter. I could beat Bill up, and Bill can beat me up. You don't know, right? If I go fight a girl that's 6'1", 215, I'm going to fucking end her life.
Dude, I don't even give
it's just
if you give me one of those 120 pounds.
I don't want to do that, Evan. I would never hit a girl.
One of those 120-pound MMA women, they're not beating me up. Let's be honest.
I kill them.
Or those 8-year-old Chinese kids who are triple black belts. You're not a triple black belt, you 5-year-old Chinese kid who's doing.
Bill, stop talking shit to children.
You're telling me.
Why are you talking shit to a 5-year-old?
I'm gonna whoop that little 5-year-old's ass. Comes at me with his triple black belt flipping. Fucker.
Dude, Joe Rogan had a bit about this, and he was like, "If it really came down to it, I love my family, I love my kids, but I could beat the fuck out of them at any point in time. His wife, his kids, it doesn't matter."
Let's be honest.
He said that in his stand-up. He said, "Yeah, I saw that. I saw that one. That was great." And it's true. Like, you can't have fucking boys putting a dress on and fucking saying, "I identify as a woman," and then fucking going and fucking playing female sports. It's not fair to the girls. It's not fair to anyone. Go play with the fucking boys then and stop it. So they're going to fucking cause a riot. And the funny thing was the headline.
If that's true, I'm going to Mike's gym. I'm going to become an MMA women's fighter. I'll cut some weight. I'll be the world champion.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we saw it in the Olympics. Here's the funniest.
All seriousness, give me like a year to cut weight and train. Like, I'm dead serious. The women are great. They're great fighters against women. But I will fucking knock you out. I mean, let's be serious.
I'd love to see a cyborg.
You're a little baby.
Amanda Nunez.
I would love for them to wrap their head around my head and shit.
Yeah, you get horny, man.
Here's the funniest part of the transgender debate. That if you just look, this is just the problem with America right now. So the New York Post posts, Texas bill makes trans students play on sports teams according to birth gender. Okay, right? Here's what NBC posts. Texas bill banning transgender students in school sports heads to governor's desk. No one said transgender kids can't play sports. Like, that's a manipulative headline. No one reads past the headline, and they're trying to start a fucking riot. Meanwhile, at the same token, on their network, they have a little thing in the corner of the TV that says end racism, end sexism. You're the problem. You people are the problem with headlines like this, dividing people in this country.
First thing I saw, I'm like, how are you banning transgender kids from sports? I'm like, what is this? And I started reading it. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what this is about.
No, it's not. If you read past the headline, you realize that it's.
But nobody reads past the headline because I just write in sports news and that comes up and I'm like, oh shit. And then before you called me at the same time and I'm like, Tommy, they're banning transgender kids.
They're banning trannies on the football field, Tommy.
Trannies? What the fuck? We need trannies in the fucking game.
Trannies can't play kickball no more.
But if you got a dick, you got to play against another dick. That's what it is. Yeah, you want to scissor all night long with the girls? Go scissor, but you got to have a vagina. You want your dicks need to be swinging in that locker room. Vaginas need to scissor in that locker room. That's it.
I mean, listen, Bill.
And anybody who needs a scissor lesson, I'm there to help you.
That's it, Bill. Bill, you should write all the laws.
Come to my Twitter, DM me. I will give out scissor lessons to anybody who
Bill is a scissor coach. So before we get out of here, Bill, bring the jersey. Bring the jersey to the forefront. Evan, I don't even know if you know about this. I think you do.
Nope.
So this is the Koo jersey that we've been waiting for, Young Ho Koo. We are going to do this in your honor. We are your biggest fans over here at 4deepbets.com and Stay Cashin. We love you. We bet your prop every day. We think you're the best kicker in the entire world. I'm going to do another one of these for you in a more professional manner. But I watched Koo's video. Bill watched it, sent it to me. And then I saw Young Ho Koo, Evan, take a football, okay? He's our favorite kicker to begin with. Right. But take a football, spin it, right? So it's spinning like this. Mm-hmm. And then kick it with his No. It was actually laying flat.
No, he didn't spin it like
it was laying flat. Yes, it was laying flat. So it was laying flat on the ground, took it with his foot, twisted his foot to make it spin like we would do like that, and then kicked a 50-yard field goal while backflipping. Okay, it's the most incredible.
Go to his Instagram and watch it.
Go to his Twitter, his Instagram, and watch it. Yeah, Young Ho Koo, the kicker for the Atlanta Falcons, and we are his biggest fan. So we all went, holy shit, right? So I said, with a broken hip that needs hip surgery, probably in January, I'm getting a full hip replacement. I can't really walk. I'm in pain every day, but I'm also a man. I'm 40, and I'm gonna fucking crush this. I said to Bill, I was so mad at kickers and extra points and shit. I said that, Evan, lay odds on this. I could take a football on a football field, high school football field or turf or wherever we are, spin the football to get it to spin like a top.
With your feet.
No, with my hands. I can't do the flip and I can't do that. Yeah. But I said, I'm like, listen, I can't do all that. But what I can do is I could spin a football, make it spin like a top, and with a broken hip, kick a 25-yard field goal off a spinning football.
How many tries?
And I get one chance. I get one chance. One chance. I get one chance.
Plus 3,000.
Wow.
I said, wait a minute. I want a bet on this. Right away. As soon as this dumbass said that, I'll put any amount of money. He's like, well, give me 4-1. Okay, done. Let's go.
Dude, there's no way. I need a
jersey. All right, I'll order a Koo jersey. So I went out $370 2 weeks later. Koo has arrived. So I spent $370 already for a jersey, which I wanted anyway, but I have $370. Tommy will wear this. He's going to spin a ball and kick a 25-yarder. Nobody can make 25 yards. We just saw in the NFL the other day, guys can't make extra points.
You don't even have a holder.
Nothing. Just spin it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's spinning.
There's no way.
He's going to land up on the ground, hip broken. He's going to, bro, we're going to record this. We're going to have Hoffman in the end zone with a black-white thing doing the field. He's not going to have to do this because the ball is going to go 50 yards to the left. Not even gonna. So picture like a NFL. Usually, like on a high school field, there's a soccer net underneath. You know, it won't even go. It won't even roll into the soccer net because the ball yards that way or that way, and Tommy will be on the ground.
I get to. So the funny thing, go on. F.
I will give you some serious props if you do it.
So
I took the bet $500 for 400 plus 400. So it's his $2,000 versus my 500. To hit it. And then I did the same bet with Constantino. So Constantino wanted in on the action so bad. He's like, I'm in on it too. So I said, all right, I get another kick for you. So I'm going to do my bill kick first. And then so that way it kind of buys me 2 cracks at it. Mm-hmm. So at least I'm figuring, it's not all hanging on one. I can kind of see what I did wrong and adjust. But the crazy thing is, I think I should be even money. Like in my mind is so fucked up. It's so fucked. And I realize like my hip's so bad that sometimes I can't walk. Like it's bad. I have literally a deteriorated hip. They have to cut the ball of my hip joint off and replace it in January because it's not safe. I can't walk. So, I don't see any way that I don't make it.
I mean, to be fair, Dawson Knox just threw a touchdown pass on Monday with a broken hand. Yeah. I mean, listen, I got one good kick in me, and that's what I told Bill. I think I could spin it well. Not worried about that. I got these nice long fingers that'll get some nice torque on that ball.
You do good spins. I've seen them.
So the spinning part I'm fine with. Really, the only thing I'm worried about is the actual functionality. I did a little test kick in my living room, like kind of short jab one, and I almost fell down.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Kicking uses a lot.
But I know I'm just going to do a bunch of cocaine and then just fucking power through it.
Gonna end up on the ground. I'm telling you.
I might, but that shit's going through.
We are going to videotape this. It will be videotaped.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a big thing. We're gonna have a prop sheet on it. We have a bunch of stuff. It'll probably be, I think our target date right now is, just to give you an exact target date, is probably going to maybe be on Halloween. I mean, it's going to be not this weekend, but next weekend.
I'm trying to get this done at the Giants Stadium practice facility.
Right. So Bill might be able to get it done.
I'm trying. I've been making text calls. Please, at the end of the practice, if anybody's listening, they're Giants, but I know someone there. Can we just walk on? 10 minutes is all we need. Let them kick it. Let all the players watch. Dude, that would be. Gano could even come out and give you a practice session. I'll even let him give you like like telling you like how to line it up if he wants to. But I'm trying to get to, if it's not, we'll have to go to a park, to a facility, but I'm trying to make that
happen. The funny thing is I actually know people connected to the Giants, and I won't ever use that connection because I don't want the whole Giants watch me.
Just get into MetLife.
I want this. I want the Giants, so I'm going to try, but if it doesn't happen, we'll go to a park, but this will be on videotape, and there's one of those big bugs on my wall. Jesus.
Yeah, and I'm going to be, Mike, if you saw me kicking field goals last week, you wouldn't see me moving today. Bill knows that. Everyone's like, Tommy's going to practice. Bill's like, let him practice every day. But no, I can't practice. I got one kick in me.
We need to have the ambulance on standby.
Yeah, I got one good kick left in this hip, and I'm going to use it for that day. That's it. All right, E, any final words?
Go Bees.
Go Bees. Bruins play tonight. Ghost will have some hockey plays in the 4 Deep Bets Discord for tonight's game. We'll be back on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern for the big show. Now we got NBA, NHL, NFL, UFC, college football, baseball still going on. This is prime time, guys. You got to get in here. If you want to try it for a week, you could use code VIP20. VIP20 will get you 20% off the weekly package. It's $47. You can get in it for what? $9 off, $35. You can test it $5 a day. You can come in there for a week, hang with us and chat. Get all the plays for every sport. We got every sport from tennis. We do ping pong at night all the way through soccer. Bill just gave out. I was giving Dana White Contender Series bets. We smash them all. So make sure to get in and try it out. And if you want to lock in the end of your promo, now's the time to do it. Get in there. It's really cheap right now. We're giving you a whole month of October free and about $50, $60 off the next 2 months. So check that out, 4deepbets.com. Get over there now. Check it out. Let's start winning together. Bill, final words.
Nothing. Tonight, football. Got a big football game. I love it. I don't know how that line's like that. Hit it, guys.
Coastal, for sure. Coastal for the win. So for Brian Healy, for Night Ghost, for Evan, and for Bill Rupp, I am Tom Hoku, the kicking superstar. Good luck and stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go.